Hello, I'm Khánh Linh, and you're watching the latest updates from VietnamPlus News. Here are headlines for today.
FDI fuels Vietnam's path to double-digit growth. Caring for Bohemia flowers in preparation for upcoming festival. Large elephant spotted near residential area in Dong Nai. Da Nang floats idea of attracting cruise tourists. Vietnam announces amnesty ahead of reunification anniversary. Vietnam's economic growth in 2024 was driven by multiple sectors, with foreign direct investment, FDI, playing a key role. As the country targets 8% growth in 2025 and aims for double-digit expansion in the following years, FDI contributions need further enhancement. According to the General Statistics Office, Vietnam attracted $38.23 billion in FDI last year, ranking among the top 15 developing nations for FDI inflows. Disbursed capital hit a record $25.35 billion, up 9.4% year-on-year, reinforcing Vietnam's regional economic leadership. FDI has shared the investment burden in a context where state budget resources remain limited and spread across various priorities. Besides generating millions of jobs, the sector has boosted exports, expanded international economic relations, and enhanced Vietnam's competitiveness in global economic integration. It currently accounts for over 70% of the country's total export turnover. To attract $150 to $200 billion in FDI from 2021 to 2025 and $200 to $300 billion in 2026 to 2030, Vietnam must address issues such as legal non-compliance, environmental violations, and tax evasion. Experts urge selective FDI policies prioritizing technology, efficiency, and environmental protection, alongside administrative reforms to enhance investor support. Vietnam is focusing on high-tech, sustainable projects in key sectors. The government aims to train 50,000 semiconductor engineers by 2030, reinforcing its ambition to become a global hub for semiconductors and AI.
Every March, Dien Bien Province hosts the Bohemia Flower Festival to celebrate the beauty of this iconic northwest flower. To ensure a striking display, local authorities have been actively tending to the trees, applying bloom-inducing treatments to synchronize flowering with the festival. Along Dien Bien Phu City's main streets, workers are trimming and spraying the trees with stimulants to encourage blooming in mid-March, the festival's peak. This effort aims to create a vibrant, uniform display across the historic city. The city is home to over 2,660 Bohemia trees planted along key roads, residential areas, and historical sites. Authorities have instructed specialized units to maintain and protect the trees while implementing technical measures to ensure timely blooming. Additionally, efforts are being made to enhance the city's green, clean, and scenic environment.
A two-phase plan has been implemented. The first phase, February 5th to 15th, involved applying growth stimulants and shedding leaves, while the second, February 22nd, March 5th, focused on pest control and tree care to ensure peak flowering.
With Bohemia flowers blooming from mid-February to late March, Dien Bien continues its efforts to enhance the festival's appeal, attract visitors, and promote local tourism.
Residents of Tan Son Commune reported that around 3 p.m. on February 24th, they encountered the elephant near the forest edge while returning from their fields. The adult elephant showed no signs of aggression. Local residents note that elephants frequently venture to the forest edge and even into cultivated fields in search of food, particularly during the dry season when natural food sources in the forest become scarce. Forest rangers have advised residents to avoid close contact with the elephant to prevent conflicts and ensure their safety. Dong Nai is home to the country's second largest population of wild elephants, with an estimated 25 to 27 individuals. The province has implemented 5 key measures to promote coexistence with wild elephants. They include a 75-kilometer electric fence to prevent elephants from encroaching on farmland, 6 mineral-infused water basins to ensure elephants have access to drinking and bathing water, 3 elephant observation towers, 8 awareness and warning signs about elephant presence, 8 rapid response teams to drive elephants away from human settlements when necessary.
Da Nang has announced that in 2025, it will implement various strategies to attract a large number of cruise ship tourists, aiming to effectively tap into the potential market segment. According to forecasts, the number of tourists arriving in Da Nang by sea is expected to see significant growth this year. Tien Sa Port is expected to welcome 76 cruise ships, an increase of 41 compared to 2024, with an estimated 70,000 passengers, up 64% year-on-year. Local authorities said to ensure that foreign tourists have the best experiences, the sector has coordinated with various agencies, organizations, and cruise companies to implement concerted solutions for security, order, and the arrangement of pick-up and drop-off points for tourists at the port and APEC Park. Additionally, it has introduced new tourism products, provided brochures, and offered free information about Da Nang's tourism, thus promoting the image of a friendly and hospitable Vietnam to international friends. For the whole year, Da Nang aims to welcome 11.9 million visitors, including 4.8 million foreigners, representing year-on-year rises of 10% and 17%, respectively. A press conference took place in Hanoi on March 4th to announce the state president's amnesty decision on the occasion of the upcoming 50th anniversary of the liberation of the South and national reunification, April 30th. The event was co-hosted by the Presidential Office, the Ministry of Public Security, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Supreme People's Court, and relevant agencies. This year's amnesty focuses on prisoners serving fixed-term sentences, those initially sentenced to life imprisonment but later reduced to fixed terms, and those with temporarily suspended sentences. However, the President's decision also specifies 16 categories ineligible for clemency, including those convicted of treason, espionage, violating territorial security, rioting, and terrorism. Those previously granted amnesty, having 2 or more prior convictions, facing ongoing criminal investigations for other offenses, or having a prior conviction and committing another intentional crime will not qualify. For special cases, the government, in coordination with the Supreme People's Court, the Supreme People's Procuracy, and relevant agencies, will prepare detailed dossiers for submission to the President for consideration. Since 2009, Vietnam has conducted 10 amnesty rounds on major national occasions, granting clemency to nearly 100,000 prisoners who showed rehabilitation progress through work and study.